Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Technological and Vocational Training, Ms. Wendy Odell. Chairman, TVET Council Barbados, Dr. Albert Bess. Executive Director, TVET Council, Mr. Henderson Eastman. Other council members and staff of the TVET Council. Chief Education Officer, Ministry of Education, Technological and Vocational Training, Dr. Ramona Bradshaw. Other senior management of the Ministry of Education, Technological and Vocational Training, heads of the participating training institutions, WorldSkills Barbados 2023 competition finalists, judges, trainers, coaches, volunteers, and sponsors, members of the media and Barbados Government Information Service, specially invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Maria Louise Price-Trotman, and I will be co-emceeing this evening's event with my colleague, Mr. Daniel Bess, Technical Officer of the TVET Council. It is our pleasure to welcome each one of you to join us in the celebratory climax of the WorldSkills Barbados 2023 competition. To commence these evening proceedings, I now invite you to stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Before we sit, we will observe a moment of silence in recognition of Dr. Basil Gemmont. Our dear colleague, Dr. Basil Gemmont, who recently passed away, has been a past judge of the WorldSkills Barbados competition and most recently a member of the local organizing committee for this year's competition. He was a trained assessor, internal verifier, and external verifier who worked closely with the TVET Council for more than 10 years. We would now like to take a moment's silence in his memory. Thank you. At this time, I would now invite Ms. Shirley Innes, Administrative Officer of the TVET Council, to come and offer the opening prayer.
Good evening. Shall we pray? Heavenly Father, we thank you for your goodness, your mercies which are new every morning, and your grace which is always, always sufficient. Father, we seek your blessing on every person present today, and we thank you so much for the success of the World Skills Barbados competition. We thank you for all of the participants, our young competitors as they continue to strive for excellence, our experts, our coaches, our skill advisors who gave so freely of their time and their talent. And God, we do not forget our parents and guardians who supported their charges along the journey. We bring the staff of the TVET Council to you, and we seek your strength and your resilience. We seek your blessing and guidance on the Minister of Education and the members of staff of the ministry. As we gather to celebrate the successes of the competitors, we invite your presence, and we ask that everything that is said and done will be to your honor and glory. Everything we ask in your Lord and your Son, Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Ms. Innes. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now have the welcome remarks being delivered by Mr. Henderson Eastman, the Executive Director of the TVET Council.
Masters of Ceremony, this is Maria Price Trotman, our clerk typist. Mr. Daniel Best, Technical Officer, the TVET Council. Chairman of Council, Dr. Albert Best, and other members and staff of the TVET Council. Permanent Secretary Acting in the Ministry of Education, Technological and Vocational Training, our new Acting Permanent Secretary, welcome, Ms. Wendy Odell. Other senior management of the Ministry of Education, Technological and Vocational Training, heads of institutions taking part in the World Skills Barbados 2023 competition, and other heads of institutions, World Skills Barbados 2023 finalists, judges, trainers, coaches, volunteers, sponsors, members of the media and the Government Information Service, specially invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good evening to you. On behalf of the TVET Council, it is a privilege to welcome all of you here to our closing award ceremony for the recently concluded World Skills Barbados competition, World Skills Barbados 2023. In particular, a special welcome is extended to you, the finalists in this year's competition, as well as your trainers, the experts, training institution representatives, and sponsors who are all and integral to the hosting of this biennial competition by the TVET Council. The mission of the TVET Council is to develop a competent, certified, and competitive workforce in Barbados and the region. Our mission as the government agency responsible for overseeing the education and training system is achieved primarily through the development of occupational standards which are used for developing curricula, training, assessment, and certification in the form of national vocational qualifications and Caribbean vocational qualifications. However, a key function of the Council is to coordinate the discipline of technical vocational education and training at the post-secondary and tertiary levels. What this means right now is that the public training institutions like the Barbados Community College, the Samuel Jackman Prescott Institute of Technology, and the Barbados Vocational Training Board sit on our council, which helps to facilitate engagement and communication with them. We must also remember that present there are our industry representatives like BEC, the Manufacturing Association, the Hotel Association. So we work with industry. Coordination of the national TVET system is a crucial function that was identified as facing difficulty in research, which formed the basis of the regional CARICOM TVET strategy, first developed as far back as 1990 and updated in 2014. The TVET Council Barbados and other national training authorities were established throughout the region in response to this problem. Unfortunately, it is one with which we still grapple with today. Its impact is felt in several ways. For example, during this WorldSkills 2022 competition, it became apparent yet again of the dire need for our training institutions to be offering higher level qualifications that are on par with the world-class standards. This means both in terms of training facilities and the expertise to deliver training must all get an investment on moving up. Ideally, the training institution should be able to deliver curriculum that cover all the criteria contained in the test projects. The test projects which are used, this is the WorldSkills test projects, are used to judge and measure the performance of the competitors in the WorldSkills competitions. And they are based on the WorldSkills occupational standards. However, where students are not trained against these occupational standards, then they are unable to fully complete the test projects, which in turn impacts on their performance. Even more importantly, there are gaps in the learning of the graduates coming out of our training institutions, gaps which make them unable to meet the requirements necessary to be successfully young, skilled professionals in their respective careers and occupations. What we are saying is that we want our graduates to be able to function in any part of the world. In simple terms, Barbados' future workforce will lack the knowledge and skills required for competence in some of the key occupation areas that will have to drive our new economy. It is worth repeating that the WorldSkills Barbados program is intended to help improve the quality of our national TVET system. The competition is only one aspect of the overall program. It also facilitates access to world-class occupational standards which can be used to train, assess, and certify our learners, access to world-class training opportunities for our educators, training, and experts, access to current information to help form national policy on education and training, and access to systems and opportunities which help to support and build our national TVET system, and access to research to inform decision-making. The TVET Council Barbados is here to help. It is the way in which we seek to fulfill our coordinating function for the TVET at the tertiary level. Together, all of us in the TVET system must work together to strengthen it and to ensure that it is fit for purpose. Let me repeat, work together. Despite the many challenges faced, especially in these times with the intense competition for scarce resources, we in the TVET see education reform not as an event, but a continuum. Not an event. There's a lot of talk about education reform, but it's not an event, it's a continuum. We in TVET see it as a continuous struggle. In 2007, the CVQ was introduced in the schools in Barbados. That meant significant expansion during the competency-based training fund around 2014 to 2019, and currently continues to expand at a rapid rate. During the period of the fund, rapid expansion of the Caribbean and the National Vocational Qualification occurred in the training institutions, firmly establishing levels 1 and level 2. Level 3 is the one that we are trying to push now. This is where you get the real professional. And we find that that level 3 is where most of our competitors from around the world, that is where they're at. At present, sustained efforts are being made by the Council to implement higher level qualifications, level 3 and above. We are currently locked in discussions with the Barbados Community College and the Samuel Jackman Institute of Technology with the view of implementing from September this year technical degrees in game art and animation and game programming, as well as level 3 occupational standards in animation, network administration, cybersecurity, and social media management. Visit the TVET Council website. We are also doing e-commerce level 2 because we think this is one that we need to push, how business is done. These qualifications are aimed at diversifying the workforce to take advantage of the creative sector especially, and to begin assisting with economic diversification. You cannot diversify the economy without the workforce to do it. Some of the many challenges faced by tertiary level or higher level education in the 21st century include adapting to the demand for lifelong learning. As technology and society changes rapidly, higher education needs to provide students with the skills and knowledge to cope with these changes and to update their competencies throughout their careers. Higher education also needs to offer more flexible and diverse learning opportunities, such as online courses, micro-credentials, and interdisciplinary programs. The TVET Council is already seeking to address these issues through our Lifelong Learning Unit, which offers flexible training leading to micro-credentials, like digital badges. Registration is currently open for the cybersecurity training leading to the recognized Cisco certification, safety and health training for food handlers leading to ServSafe certification. The training is flexible, the certification is recognized, and payment plans are available to facilitate flexibility of payment for persons interested in pursuing other training courses. The Lifelong Learning Unit is also currently offering Microsoft Digital Literacy free of cost to persons. Go to the TVET Council website, free of cost to persons. And you can listen up for further information on the next cohort. We are also an American Institute of Architects continuing education provider, and persons attending the Barbados Annual Construction and Design Conference in September will benefit from this, as it will satisfy some of their continuing professional development units. The TVET Council is also in the final stages of becoming an Autodesk authorized training center, which will deliver training and certification on Autodesk products. These Autodesk software will be used to support the technical degrees in game art and animation, and game design and animation, as well as the associate degree in manufacturing technology and the technical degree in game design, which are both in the advanced stage of development. The Council has its sights set for the manufacturing sector on product design and product development. I'm sure our member from BEC will be pleased to hear that. I'm also pleased to be able to share that the TVET Council through WorldSkills Barbados will be the first member country of WorldSkills International to offer micro-credentials to participants of the National WorldSkills competition. This will enable recipients to have easily verifiable evidence of their WorldSkills achievements. Challenges to the TVET at the tertiary level also include competing with new providers and models of education. Higher education is facing increasing competition from private startups or for-profit institutions and other alternative providers that offer cheaper, faster, and more ways of learning, therefore putting pressure on the government to safeguard the quality that is offered to its citizens. This means rethinking traditional operating models such as funding, governance, quality assurance, and accreditation to keep pace with the intense demand for learning services. And what I want to say here, our PSCs here, that places like the SJPI need to be given more autonomy to be able to train staff quickly. It should not take 2 years to train a staff member to raise the level. So we have to find a governance model that is able to let the institutions keep pace with the new developments. I reiterate that the TVET Council is here to help. It is only by working closely together and cooperating with each other that a small country with limited resources such as ours can hope to successfully manage a national TVET system so that it meets the needs of all of its citizens and the economy. Finally, in closing, I want to extend best wishes to all the WorldSkills finalists. This is only one event. Life is a continuum. Journey continues. The upgrading continues. The new learning continues. I also want to use this opportunity to express special thanks to all our sponsors, and in particular the major sponsors, which include the Barbados Employers Confederation, collaborates with the TVET Council on the delivery of the Competitors Developmental Program. We thought it important that each competitor go through a developmental program, soft skills, to be able to speak, to be able to interact, to be able to know teamwork. This is what BEC gives to us. Stanley Scott, which sponsored the restaurant service competition. Inchcape, Barbados, which hosted the automobile technology and car painting competitions. The Barbados Light and Power Company, who has been supporting the Council and WorldSkills Barbados for the past 3 years. And Automotive Art, which has also been supporting WorldSkills Barbados since 2018. And all the other sponsors. I also wish to express my gratitude to the training institutions for their support of WorldSkills Barbados competition. The Barbados Community College, the Barbados Vocational Training Board, the Samuel Jackman Prescott Institute of Technology, and the Caribbean Cuisine Culinary Institute. Your loyalty and support are truly appreciated. And to help provide an incentive to remain committed to striving for the very best results. Together we can continue to help create exciting opportunities and futures for our youth here in Barbados that allows them to effectively represent Barbados on the world stage, both professionally and personally. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Eastman. Over the years, the Barbados Employers Confederation has supported the TVET Council through the delivery of the Competitor Developmental Program. And it's true, we could not put together a competition such as this without your support. To deliver the sponsor's remark for 2023, please welcome Mrs. Sheena Mears-Granville, Executive Director, Barbados Employers Confederation.
Permanent Secretary, heads of departments, heads of training institutions, participants, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to stand before you this evening and to give remarks on behalf of the BEC. We know that competition is a good thing. It can be a significant driving force in our lives, and it pushes us beyond limits that we perceive that we have. It makes us constantly improve, and hopefully it brings out the best in us. And for WorldSkills, I am truly blessed and impressed to see that we have participants from a diverse set of backgrounds, each armed with their unique talents and perspectives, and you came committed to showcasing your skills and your abilities in the pursuit of excellence. That is nothing short of inspiring. And I see some smiles, so that's good. So we know that behind every successful competitor, there's a network of support. You don't do it on your own, right? So I have to recognize the TVET Council for its commitment to the development of youth and for coordinating WorldSkills. The judges, the sponsors, the volunteers, you guys all made this a success, and your support and commitment, they've been instrumental in making WorldSkills program a resounding success year after year. So we have to also recognize the coaches, the mentors, the trainers, all of you who put in all of the hard work leading up to this event. You've played an instrumental role not only in nurturing the talents of these young people, but also in developing their confidence and their abilities. And we can't overstate your role in that. But I want to talk to our competitors a little bit this evening. Your hard work and dedication and passion in pursuit of these awards needs recognition, and it deserves recognition. Gold medals are great, right? Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to be the champ. But it's not solely about the medals. It's not only about the title or the medal that you earn, but competitions really help with our personal growth. You learn a lot from the experience. It tests your boundaries. It tests your mental fortitude. When you think you want to give up, then you realize you can push through. And I'm sure that this competition would have contributed to your overall development. The truth is, you may not realize how much today. In months, maybe years down the road, and yes, you will get old eventually, so years down the road, you will have a point where you think back and say, wow, think about how far I've come and how much that program helped me. So I want you at some point to think about how you changed in this journey, in this process. And also think about the work that you may still need to do. Henderson, you said it is a continuum, and it is. Your job is not over. But let this experience inspire you to strive for greatness, to challenge yourself and others. Recommend someone else you know to compete next time. And let the experience that you've had fuel your aspirations and inspire you to do more, to do greater, to do better. Now, I'm not as young as I used to be, and I can't carry a note in a bucket. But if I could sing, I would probably want to pull out that chorus from Miley Cyrus' The Climb. Everybody played that at graduation a couple years ago, but it's still relevant. You know, there's always going to be another mountain. I'm always going to want to make it move. Always going to be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm going to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. It's about what's waiting on the other side. It's about the climb. Sounds cliche, but it's true. The thing about World Skills, it reminds us that we can compete on the world stage. It doesn't mean we don't have limitations. We've heard those this evening, but we can compete on the world stage. And just to give you a glimpse from my experience, so no, I could cook a little. I can't paint a car. If a light comes on, I have to maybe call one of you guys in the future, but I'm in labor. And 2 weeks ago, I was in Geneva at United Nations. And as a proud Barbadian there, I could see Barbadians on the world stage at the United Nations, speaking on behalf of not only our country, but other delegations. So speaking on behalf of the Caribbean, speaking on behalf of workers across the world. So we are world class as well. And World Skills reminds us that that is who we are. As the executive director of the BEC, I can tell you that businesses are not only concerned with your technical skills, but your interpersonal skills as well. This is why we are very keen to partner on that developmental aspect. I hear too often in meetings, this person works really well, but their attitude isn't good. So as you pursue your goals, may not be working for someone, you might want to be an entrepreneur, that is fine. But just remember, when you develop the skills, you have to develop the attitude as well. Let me use a real world example. I recently had someone approach me about coaching emotional intelligence. So I'm certified to deliver emotional intelligence. And so I probed a bit. And when I asked them about the employee, they said, you know, this is a supervisor, great technical skills. They can do the work, no problem, but they can't talk to staff. So that person may lose the promotion they just received simply because they don't know how to interact with people. So I highlight, we want the technical skills, but you need to have that personal development as well. And having said that, I'm glad we are able to deliver those core skills, the developmental program. And you guys would have done the same emotional intelligence, the communication, the conflict management, those types of sessions. And let's not forget the self-motivation, confidence, and team building. And because of that, I am pleased that the BEC can sponsor the Trailblazer Award. When I looked back, I think as far back as 2018, we were willing to sponsor that award. So definitely committed to World Skills and to partnering. The work of TVET and the World Skills Program is important. Any investment into our young people brings a great return. So I am hopeful that this program was impactful, thought-provoking for you guys. And I encourage you to take forward the lessons learned, the connections made, and the experiences gained from this competition. Let it serve as a stepping stone towards your future endeavors, a catalyst for your continued success. To my future executive chefs, the persons who will keep me on the road, the ones who will make me turn my head when I see a beautiful car wrap, right? Those who will deliver a great dining experience. Congrats to you for being a part of this extraordinary competition. And once again, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to you and your outstanding performances. So, as we get ready to close World Skills, it's been my pleasure, and on behalf of the BEC, we are very happy to be a part of this program and look forward to partnering with you for its continued success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Mears Granville, for your warm remarks. We also thank the BEC for its continued support. World Skills Barbados is all about showcasing the talents of young persons. And tonight, we're going to do that also in the form of entertainment. For the love of music is an understatement when describing the lifestyle of this phenomenal young lady, Rojana Holligan. She is a 23-year-old musician currently pursuing a bachelor's degree in music education with intentions of furthering her studies to include a master's in music education. A journey of humble beginnings started at a young age of 7, where this young lady was enrolled in the Pan in the Plaza, now Youth Pan Project Summer Camp, hosted by the Central Bank of Barbados. It was there that this primary school junior was first introduced to the steel pan. It was love at first sight, so she attended the summer camp annually. This talented young lady had the honor of playing for her primary school graduation and continued her music excellence when she entered secondary school. There, she completed the Royal School of Music Theory, grades 1 to 5, and clarinet, grades 4 to 5. She received a grade 1 in CSEC music examination. Her exceptional work landed her second place in the Caribbean Regional that year. Music was deeply enriched into her lifestyle as she played in the College Steel Ensemble and the Harrison College Orchestra, where she received the school's merit tie for her outstanding achievements in the latter. Recently, Rojana was nominated for Musician of the Year for the Gain on People Choice Award in Barbados. To date, her greatest achievement is founding and managing Pan Crib Music Academy, where she teaches, trains, and mentors young children from the age of 6. This is in addition to tutoring at the Blackman and Gollop Primary School and the Springer Memorial Secondary School. She says that watching the development and flourishment of her students bring her the greatest pride. Rojana's intention after the completion of her studies is to revamp the music curriculum in Barbados so that each child has access to the same musical opportunities. Her goal is to have every primary school in Barbados involved in music education with active music programs with emphasis on steel pan. She also wishes to publish books, scores, interactive worksheets, and animated videos to aid young children in learning the fundamentals of Caribbean music. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Johanna Holligan as she comes and presents her piece. Thank you, Rogena. Let's give her another round of applause for such a beautiful rendition. Just as we need oxygen to live, he needs calypso to survive. From as long as he could remember, he enjoyed listening to the calypso greats narrate the social and political landscape of the Caribbean region using exciting arrangements and clever lyrics. After many years of hoping to make it into the national competition as a junior, he made his mark in calypso in 2018 and 19 as the junior monarch of Barbados. The progression to the pick of the crop finals was natural for this 21-year-old, as he believes that his job as a calypsonian is to continue the legacy as a social commentator. He refuses to drop the ball, as he is expected to celebrate the country's success and speak out on its ills. On his first attempt, he captured the title of Pick of the Crop Monarch of Barbados, ushering in a new season and giving new hope to younger persons interested in the art form. Dequan Aline, stage name Quan, has a bright musical career ahead in calypso and soca. Quan is music. Quan is lyrics. Quan is pure vibes. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Quan.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Let me first say it's an absolute pleasure to be performing here this evening. I want to say congratulations to all the finalists, what talented youth you are. And I want to say thanks to the TVET Council for a great initiative here and supporting the youth in putting on these great competitions. Let's go. One music again. Gonna bring some vibes to your evening. You sit back and enjoy. Can you get some volume? Man, I feel so blessed. My life is abundant. So you done up on the road, I keep getting blessed. No time for bad mind, no. I don't look behind me. Let me show you how to wash away all the stress. Give thanks in the morning, then give thanks in the night. Give thanks to the Most High, don't mind if things ain't going right. Give thanks for your friend them, give thanks for your fam. Give thanks to the soca and cut up your hand. And tell them no stress can't bother me. You're fighting the wrong body. I just come to have a time, bump and wine in the. No stress can't bother me. Pet is the best company. And when the soca hits as it do, I walking up and I feel brand new. Ooh, and I feel brand new. And I feel brand new, new, new. And I feel brand new. This one is called Non-Stop. Stop party, I say, oh na 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 yeah. It's a non-stop party. We come to turn up the place and hype up the party. We fret anyway, we don't care. And we going non-stop, but the drinks them coming. We ain't leaving, and we pumping like we ain't going work in the morning. Hey, the soca pain, and we jamming. It's a non-stop party, I say. Look, the whole year come round and be ready for the jam down. Yeah, as soon as we hear about party, waistline getting antsy. Yeah, yeah, we don't in this session. Just one thing for me brain. Buy a bottle of liquor, my team ready again. Two hands up in the air, waistline ready to go. When you see my pussy, I know we come to turn up the place and we fret anyway. We don't care. We come to let go the stress and we fret anyway. We don't care. And we going non-stop. Plug the drinks them going. We ain't leaving. And we pumping like we ain't going work in the. non-stop, non-stop. It's the non-stop party, I say. And the breaks the Calypso take you back to Pickety Crop. 2022 for my Calypso lovers in here. If you know, you can sing along to this one as well. Oh Lord, hey, listen, boy, I wish I was a cat or a bat or a rat or a gnat or some other species, so they couldn't restrict me. They say human being is the smartest thing on the earth, but yet when the COVID hit, it's human that had it the worst. Hear them, no gathering, social distancing, try and wear your mask, stay 6 feet apart. But see them birds up in their nest, never had a COVID test. The sheep grazing in the greens, never see a quarantine, Lord. And don't talk about monkey take over the country. Out at night all kinda hours, like if they name Mr. Agriculture. If reincarnation is a thing, don't make me human again. I wanna be free. All the wild man think that he is king, but animals running things and living happy. Like a bee, I say like a bee, like a bee, singing the country, like a bee. Boy, I should be a frog or a dog or hugging a bug rolling in my feces. Gas price won't bother me. They say that an animal really got too much worth, but if you think about it, it's them who got all the perks. Check this, these are the facts. Them don't pay no VAT, nor sugar tax, just like a diplomat. Well look, straight out never pay mortgage, yet eating out your garbage. The blackbird in your fig tree, you could bet he get them free. And then they rats in the city, them living high and mighty. And when they start feeling hungry, watch them thunders go and line up down at purity. If reincarnation is a thing, don't make me human again. I wanna be free. Or the wild man think that he is king, but animals running things and living happy. Like a bee, like a bee, like a bee, singing the country, like a bee. Listen, yeah, come over 2023. This one is called Walk With Me. Listen, look, the party come to life. Only good vibes here tonight. Plenty woman, plenty body, plenty dancing, whiny, whiny. Got to find a partner, find a type. Then hold on, she bumper tight. Rock the baby, rock the baby. Start up in your waist back for me, yeah. You got me feeling super high. I never realized you could bubble and put that wine on me so. Hey girl, I thought you were shy and a shine on. Do you bend over, one drop. Just turn it around and give me. Rock with me, girl, come rock with me. Jam with me, come on, jam me, yeah. You got the righteous remedy, baby. So just turn it around and give me. Rock with me, girl, come rock with me. Jam with me, come on, jam me, yeah. You got the righteous remedy, yeah. Now the place turn up, everybody nice. Things flowing like River Nile. Celebrate, put on the walk like wokey wokey. Hands on your knees, girl, flirty flirty. You open up the appetite. So I'm gonna be here for a while. So when you're ready, come start up in your waist back for me, yeah. You got me feeling super high. I never realized you could bubble and put that wine on me so. Hey girl, I thought you were shy and a shine on. Do you bend over, one drop. Just turn it around and give me. Rock with me, girl, come rock with me. Jam with me, come on, jam me, yeah. You got the righteous remedy. So just turn it around and give me. Rock with me, girl, come rock with me, baby. Jam with me, come and jam me up. You got the righteous remedy. Listen. You can never do no wrong, no wrong. We got the perfect chemistry. It's like when you close your eyes to your favorite song. Promise not to keep you long, too long. By the way how you bend over, one drop. Just turn it around and give me. Rock with me, girl, come rock with me. Jam with me, come and jam me up. You got the righteous remedy, baby. So just turn it around and give me. Rock with me, girl, come rock with me. Jam with me, come and jam me up. You got the righteous remedy. Turn it around and give me. Rock with me, girl, come rock with me. Jam with me, come and jam me up. You got the righteous remedy, baby. Just turn it around and give me. Rock with me, girl, come rock with me. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Enjoy that performance. Saw the foot tapping, the heads nodding, and all the smells, so I know you really enjoyed it. It was warm, lively, and energetic. Kwan is music, Kwan is lyrics, Kwan was bare vibes. At this time, I'm now going to invite Ms. Wendy Odell, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Technological and Vocational Training, and she's going to come and deliver the minister's remarks.
So I was one of the persons there nodding and tapping and saying, how could she put me after the entertainment? Anyhow, let me proceed. Dr. Albert Bass, Chairman of the TVET Council, Mr. Henderson Eastman, Executive Director, Council members and staff of the TVET Council, Senior Managers of the Ministry of Education, Technological and Vocational Training, heads of the participating training institutions, World Skills Barbados 2023 competition finalists, judges, trainers, coaches, volunteers, sponsors, members of the media and the Barbados Government Information Service, specially invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. First, let me apologize for the absence of my minister, who had to attend a previous engagement. However, she has extended congratulations to all competitors in the 2023 World Skills Barbados competition. I would like to thank the TVET Council for the invitation to deliver remarks at this, the closing awards ceremony for the recently concluded 6th biannual World Skills Barbados 2023 competition. At the media briefing held in May to announce the launch of this competition, it was noted in the remarks delivered by the Executive Director that my ministry and its stakeholders considered issues of quality and access about the National Technical and Vocational Education and Training System to be both important and timely. It is because of this importance that the discipline of TVET remains at the top of the ministry's agenda. As we know, TVET is a form of education and training that equips learners with both the practical skills and knowledge needed in their careers, occupations, and professions. It helps people to find decent work, increase their income, and contribute to society's social and economic development. As a result, competence-based education and training, or competence-based TVET, has also helped to position the discipline of TVET as a means of safeguarding the quality of the global education and training systems. The use of occupational standards to develop curricula, to train, assess, and certify trainees is an internationally supported approach, which is championed by World Skills International and forms the mission of the TVET Council. World Skills competitions therefore serve to provide both a benchmark for a high performance and an objective way to assess vocational excellence, allowing international assessment against commonly agreed standards. During the past week, the 21 finalists in the World Skills Barbados 2023 competition would have been judged by industry practitioners in the respective areas of cooking, restaurant service, automobile technology, and car painting, using test projects based on the World Skills occupational standards. This process of measurement and judgment, developed and refined by the World Skills International Body over some 50-plus years, is used to determine skills excellence. This quality management process is how world skills competitions contribute to the improvement of the global and Barbados TVET systems. However, although a process has been identified, the issue of access to quality training and assessment is still one that remains a perennial problem. Quality TVET refers to programs that are 1, aligned with national and international standards and frameworks; 2, responsive to the needs and demands of learners, employers, and society; 3, delivered by quality and competent teachers, trainers, and assessors; 4, supported by adequate resources, facilities, and equipment; 5, monitored and evaluated regularly to ensure continuous improvement; and lastly, recognized and certified by relevant authorities and stakeholders. While the criteria just outlined can apply to all the general education systems, it is especially critical to the national TVET system, as this is where our young and working-age citizens are prepared to become part of the workforce and economy. As previously explained through the following simple equation, the skills economy plus the knowledge economy equals economic productivity. Barbados' largely academic education system is providing for the knowledge economy, but we should all be aware by now that much more has to be done before the skills economy side of the equation can be properly addressed. The call to transition skills-based learning to skills-based hiring for employment seems to have reached unprecedented levels. For example, only recently the state of Virginia in the United States of America joined a growing number of employers and states, including Alaska, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Utah, to formalize the shift towards skills-based hiring. The purpose is to move beyond education and experience requirements to focus on the skills match between candidates and roles. Just what does that mean? It means what you know will no longer be as important as what needs to be applied, and the evidence of what you do. And in case there is any misunderstanding, skills exist at multiple levels and categories, all of which are a requirement for a work-ready individual. So how are skills defined? Skills are the abilities that you learn and develop through training, practice, or experience. Skills enable individuals to perform an activity or a job well, with good results and efficiency. They can be general or specific, depending on how widely they can be applied to different situations or tasks. The government of Barbados is pushing ahead with the upgrade and refurbishment of our education system. This is why we must all support the move to ensure that our young people, our workforce, is not left behind in the global movement to upgrade education systems and make them fit for purpose. We will continue to explore and research the most effective ways in which our youth and adult population can learn and be prepared to join a 21st century workforce. In closing, I want to personally congratulate the finalists for your interest and participation in the World Skills Barbados 2023 competition. As previously stated, this is an opportunity for you to make your mark on the national and even the world stage, whether as champions, future business owners, entrepreneurs, or employers. To the trainers, experts, other officials, former competitors, and sponsors who have supported you, I want to personally express my deepest appreciation. It cannot be overstated that your contributions assist in propelling Barbados forward, no matter the many challenges we face as a nation. Finally, as we await the results of the just concluded World Skills Barbados 2023 competition, I want to remind you that success is measured not only in medals, and you just heard that a few minutes ago, or dollars and cents. It is also measured in the positive human experiences of all involved in any endeavor. I hope this experience is one that encourages your thirst for learning and for excellence. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Oldall, for your remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been my pleasure to be your mistress of ceremonies thus far for this part of the evening. I will now hand over to my colleague, Mr. Daniel Best, who will facilitate the most exciting part of this evening, the presentation of the awards.
Thanks, Maria. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate our competitors who have participated in our World Skills Competition 2023. Mr. Eastman, in his remarks, would have mentioned digital badges and micro-credentialing. And I want to let you know, participants, judges, staff members, competitors, all of you who would have participated and contributed to World Skills 2023, that you will be awarded some type of, you will be awarded a digital badge for the World Skills Competition 2023. And it will be coming to you by email. So all of you who would have participated in World Skills this year, please look out for that email sometime in the coming weeks. It is my privilege to begin this presentation of awards by asking our chairman, Dr. Albert Best, to accompany me on the podium. Thank you very much, sir.
No applause?
The first set of awards are appreciation awards. Could the camera person, you need to direct our chair and those persons who are going to be photographed to the correct position. So come and show them where to stand up, please. In the middle. Yes. Thank you very much. So, appreciation awards. First set of awards go to our coaches. This appreciation award is presented to the coaches in recognition for their hard work and outstanding contribution to the World Skills Competition 2023. Our first coach is Mr. Cyril Beckles. Mr. Cyril Beckles is an instructor at the SJPI, and we want to thank him very much. And he represents automobile technology. The next category would be car painting, and we want to invite Mr. Rene King to the podium to receive his appreciation award. Our next category for coaches is cooking. Rashi Cummins. You represent where? CCCA. Okay, all right. Tell me you represent CCCA. Thank you very much, sir. Our next award goes to Mr. Steve Phillips. And Steve Phillips represents the Barbados Vocational Training Board. Thank you very much. Our next award goes to Mr. Tremaine Reese from the Barbados Community College. Thank you and congratulations. Our next category is the Skill Advisors. This recognition award is being presented to the Skill Advisors for each area in recognition of their hard work and outstanding contributions to World Skills 2023. Automobile Technology, Mr. Wayne Maycock. Next category is car painting. We want to invite Mr. Negus Aline Brown to receive his award. Our next award goes to Chef Peter Eady. I don't see Mr. Eady here or representative. Okay, we'll just hold that. You come in? Right. And Mr. Eady represents cooking. Okay. And our final award in this category goes to Mr. Roderick Prescott. We want to recognize also Dr. Diana Weeks Marshall. And Dr. Weeks Marshall represents she's a part of the auditing team, I think already head of the auditing team, and she is also representing one of our partners, the University of the West Indies, Cave Hill campus.
Not yet.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bess. Video envelope. Don't get scared. I was just receiving an envelope. You know when you get your envelope, what's happening? So just hold on. And that would confirm the fact that I don't know what is in your envelope. Because they don't even know where the envelope was. Thank you very much. It's sealed. So we are now at the point where we are at the Skill Area Competition Awards. I need any help with this, Corinne? First out of the blocks is automobile technology. And I would want to invite Miss Janelle Cherubin to the podium. Thank you very much, ma'am. And she represents Inchcape. Yes, thank you. Now, let me get my bearings around this information. I am not as professional as I should be to call things wrong. All right? So, automobile technology. No. Right, we have the podiums right here. So let me show you what. This is third position. Third position. This is second position. And this is first position. All right? So when they call your name, yeah. So, automobile technology, right? Thing is about automobile technology. I would have told you about first, second, and third, right? But they're 2 seconds. Yes, please. 2 seconds. And I want to invite those two, you're going to come up together, all right? Mikai Chase and Nathan Daniel. And the winner is award him. And the winner is Jaden Drakes. Congratulations. Okay, thank you very much. The photographers got all the photo ops. Yeah, thank you very much. Ms. Chairman. Our next category is car painting. And we actually had a medallion of a medallion of excellence for this competition, along with 3 finalists. Yeah, I can tell you. The Medallion of Excellence is for the competitor who did not medal, but reached World Skills Barbados standard. And that standard was 70% in their competition. You want to know who that person is? That person reached a score of 71% and is none other than Jonathan Walcott. Sorry, I'm going to invite Mr. Negus Aline Brown to come and award. Yes, so we can stand in the middle. Congratulations, Mr. Walcott. Yes, please. Stay, please. And we're in car painting, right? 3 separate awards now. 3rd place goes to Mr. Shaquan Herwood. Congratulations. Our 2nd place goes to Mr. Shaquan Walters. And what area are we representing now? What area are we awarding now? I know I ain't missing one. The winner in that category is Miss Hollyann Lampkin. Thank you very much. Okay. We want to invite Ms. Rosalind Cumberbatch from the TVET Council, Acting Manager of Finance and Corporate Services, to award the competitors for cooking. You ready? Our third place goes to Rashonda Hoyt. Our second place goes to Jaden Morris. I only know some of them. And our first place, Miss Mariah Hill. All right, thank you very much. Miss Eastman, yeah, all right. Thank you, Rosalind Cumberbatch and competitors for cooking. I want to invite Mr. Eastman, Executive Director, Henderson Eastman, Executive Director from the TVET Council, to award the participants for restaurant services. Restaurant services. I don't think you can cook, Mr. Eastman, or even serve food. All right? Yes. Our third position goes to Isaac Herbert. Our second place, you listening? Our second place goes to Aaliyah Morgan. We just, yeah. Right. First place goes to, you call it correctly, Saida Shepherd Jones. You call it correctly? Congratulations. All right, photographers finish? Thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Eastman. All right. We're now at the Trailblazer Award, and as such, I want to invite Ms. Sheena Mears-Granville, Executive Director of the Barbados Employers Confederation, to award this person. Thank you very much. What's the Trailblazer Award? The Trailblazer Award is awarded to the person with the highest score in the developmental program. Mears-Granville would have mentioned a bit about the developmental program. It's not only about the skills, but it is the attitude related to the occupational area. And this developmental program assists the competitors in getting themselves ready on that platform. But who the winner is? The winner scored 93%. 93%. You can imagine scoring 93% in the common entrance. You know that would do for you. We know that what that would do for you. I want to welcome. Pardon me? All right. Congratulations. I want to invite again to the podium Miss Mariah Hill. 93%. Trailblazer Award, ladies and gentlemen. I think you can hold on there for me a little bit, Miss Mears-Granville. All right, thank you. Thank you. Sorry about that. Thank you. Yes. Now, these young people were able to perform the way they perform because of certain people, right? Because of certain people. And the TVAC Council took the initiative to award the best coach. The best coach. And that best coach would have been the coach attached to the persons who would have performed outstanding. And that award goes to Mr. Tremaine Reese. And Mr. Tremaine Reese represents the Jean and Norma Holder Hospitality Institute, or the Palmerine. Yes. Congratulations, my brother. I'm not awarding this. Just let me get my bearings. The person who is going to be sharing this award, ma'am, is Miss Wendy Odell. This is the Permanent Secretary acting from the Ministry of Education, Technological and Vocational Training. Thank you very much. I'm not finished with you, ma'am. Sorry. I was just trying to locate some information. Apologies. We actually have a step competition at the TVET Council. This movement would, contribute to that. You're new to the organization, so you get a chance probably this year, right, Charlene? Yes, we begin in July. Yes.
Remind me.
Yes, please. So I will count the steps you would have made here and contribute to that competition. Best overall in the competition, ladies and gentlemen. And this goes to the highest scoring competitor. Well, if I say all the things I have to say, you will know who it is. I ain't gonna say everything. I will just call the person. Miss Maria Hill. Best of the competition award. And the total score, ladies and gentlemen, out of 100 would be 85%. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Yes, please. It gives me great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, well, you see the table is clear. There's nothing more to do but to thank you for coming. I was heartened really to see the number of persons who would have turned out. We had a full house. Truly appreciate your presence. And in closing, I want to thank all of our speakers, our Executive Director, Mr. Henderson Eastman, for his remarks. Remarks from our sponsor, Ms. Sheila Mears Granville from the BEC, our PS Acton, Ms. Wendy Odell. Thanks to our entertainers, Kwan and Regina Holligan. Thanks to our partners, and we have a number of partners that I need to speak to. I want to thank you very much for what you have done and the contribution you would have made to the World Skills Competition 2023. Barbados Community College, the Samuel Jackman Prescott Institute of Technology, University of the West Indies, Cave Hill, the Barbados Government Information Services, Barbados Employers Confederation, Visionova, Barbados Vocational Training Board, Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center, Global Corporate Strategist, Stansfeld Scott, Inchcape Barbados Automotive Art, Barbados Light and Power Company, Caribbean Cuisine, the TVET Council, including World Skills Barbados. Thank you for your contribution toward this effort, World Skills 2023, World Skills Barbados 2023. This brings me down to the end of our program. I want to we have some refreshments. Where are they located? Just outside, right? Just outside. And I want to ask that you give Mr. Eastman and the permanent secretary and the chair the opportunity to leave before we can also leave. So thank you very much, competitors. Congratulations, those of you who would have won. Congratulations, those of you who would have participated. Congratulations. Have a good evening, everyone.